back to another video. This is Mr. Blackhammer 2023 and 22. I'm gonna make a video. I'm doing of the Royal Rumble 2023 review. I was supposed to make this video yesterday, but I didn't have enough time. I had to watch everyone else's podcasts and their reviews. Had to rewatch the Rumble again. Make sure I got all the details and facts. I'm gonna go through all 5 matches of the men's Royal Rumble, of the other 2 matches, and the women's, and the main event with the fantastic ending. Like I said, this is Mr. Blackhammer 2021, and oh man, I can't wait to go through what happened last night. I think it was like a nearly 4-hour show. I think the show went past almost 4 hours. It was a long show with only 5 matches, and I think both of the Rumble were very, very long. Like I said, this video was sponsored by PlayStation. It was sponsored by JD from New York, the Solid Monster, Fightful Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Inc., all the other podcasters and people that do wrestling reviews. I'm also gonna be one of them pretty soon. This will be at least 30 or 40-minute video that I'm gonna make. Gonna go through all the other things that happened on Saturday night at the Royal Rumble in San Antonio, Texas. I thought it was a letdown. I thought the show was boring. I thought the Royal Rumble was very forgettable. It was a letdown. It was the way how they booked it was way too predictable. I think we all knew what could happen. You guys know Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley won the Royal Rumble. Now we all knew what could happen. It was predictable. But I thought for the men were kind of lame. I thought half of it was boring, and I didn't like the rapid fire eliminations and how quick some superstars were lasting. I did not like that at all. I did not like it at all. Of the men who are Rumble, I'm not gonna show it on the game because I think it will take too long. I think I might as well just go into details of the Royal Rumble and yeah. But the Royal Rumble was okay, so I think I will start from the beginning. I will start from the beginning of the Royal Rumble on how the Rumble started off. Hold on, I have to find the I think it's this one. So this is how the Rumble started off with the Pat McAfee came back. He came back to commentate the Royal Rumble. He got a big pop. It was a surprise. He wasn't in the Rumble. He was just doing commentary. He got a big reaction, a big pop. Michael Cole was all going crazy. Shockingly, the men's Royal Rumble opened the show, and I was shocked and surprised. I don't really agree with the Royal Rumble opening the show, because I think whoever's winning the Rumble should get that main event spot. But after seeing what happened in the main event and the fantastic ending with everything with the bloodline and Sami Zayn, if it wasn't for that main event and that ending, this show would have been forgettable. This would have been a thumbs down show. Because both of the Rumble were very forgettable. I thought the first half of both of them were boring. I enjoyed the women a lot better because of the surprises and the NXT debuts. But the men were very forgettable. I have a lot of issue with the men who won Rumble. And my issue was not only Cody Rhodes winning, we all knew that. It because it was so predictable. It was lame. It was lazy. I did not like it. And Cody Rhodes, his victory was treated like an afterthought. Did he really have to enter at number 30 in the Royal Rumble? It really had to be Cody Rhodes entering at number 30 in the Royal Rumble? We all knew that. As soon as Logan Paul came out at number 29, you knew Cody Rhodes was gonna be number 30. They announced it weeks ago. They've been teasing it. They've been hyping up the promo, the vignette. Cody Rhodes announced himself in the Rumble. He vowed to win the Rumble to continue his story win the title that his father never held. I can understand it, but Cody Rhodes should went out at number 1 or number 15. He should have had a long performance in the Rumble. Now, the only one who had a long performance was Gunther. Gunther came out at number 1 and lasted 71 minutes in the Rumble, breaking the all-time Rumble record of lasting so long. And he had that great ending with Cody Rhodes. I thought Gunther was going to win it. I don't care if he won it. Because Gunther been protected. He's been great. He hasn't been pinned. It also made the IC title look as prestige as any title than a Roman Reigns had. Gunther was phenomenal. Gunther, a main eventer. Triple H knows how to book him right. Because Vince McMahon wanted to fire him and send him back down to NXT. He wanted to kill Gunther. But Triple H, he knows how to book. He knows how to book stars that came from NXT. Gunther was phenomenal in this match. He was the only one that was being built up in this match. Everyone else wasn't. There were a lot of issues I had with Santos Escobar, Karrion Kross, Brock Lesnar. Also, my other problem is that they wasted a lot of entries in this match. I don't want to see tag team wrestling like the Three Profits or the New Day in the Rumble. And then we had Alpha Academy. We had all of the Judgment Day in this match. Elias, that was a waste. Baron Corbin, that was a waste. Omos, that was a freaking waste. Booker T was the only surprise that really shocked me. And he looked great. He looked phenomenal. And he lasted 30 seconds, got eliminated. And then we had Logan Paul came out, Edge came back. And then number 30 was Cody Rhodes. So predictable, so lame. I think Cody Rhodes is going to be forced down our throats. I think he's going to get booed out of the building. If this Rumble had ended the show, people will want Sami Zayn to win the Rumble, and Cody Rhodes comes out, he might get booed out of the building. He might get not a lukewarm reaction. When he came out, it was a very lukewarm reaction. Yeah, people popped, but at the end of the day, you knew he would win the Rumble. We all knew he would win that Rumble. Yep, we all knew it. That he was winning that Royal Rumble. Everyone knew he was winning the Royal Rumble. I didn't like that. I don't agree that he sure came out at number 30 of all places when it should have been earlier in the Rumble. Johnny Gargano lasted like 30 minutes in the Rumble. He came out at number 5. He got no reaction, and he lasted 30 minutes and did nothing. He got no elimination. Commentary didn't even mention Johnny Gargano, and when he got thrown out, no one cared. Now, as for everything else on this show, we had the pitch black match, an absolutely waste of time. Bray Wyatt and LA Knight was garbage. It was disappointment. It was a letdown. It was a waste of time. It went 5 minutes. Crowd was out of it. We don't even know what's going on. But I'm glad that is over. LA Knight deserved better. LA Knight had been a major star. He'd been the star of this entire feud with him and Bray Wyatt. The match sucked. But I hope that they move on, and I don't know where Bray Wyatt goes. We still don't know who Uncle Howdy is. At this point, I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. So, and then we have Bianca versus Alexa Bliss. This match should not happen on the show. This match was saved. It should have been for Monday Night Raw. The match went 8 minutes. It was boring. Nobody cared. No one's into this Alexa Bliss shit. I'm not feeling Alexa Bliss. Now we all knew Bianca was gonna win. She had to win. We all know that it's gonna be Bianca and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania when Rhea goes over. It's a match that hasn't happened. It's a match that should happen, and it will get Rhea Ripley over. Cause I think it's time for Bianca to lose the title at WrestleMania. We also had a concert for the Hardy. I don't know who that is. This late in the show, I didn't care about that. I did not care about the concert. But I thought it was boring. And then for the main event with the main event Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. It was a decent match. It wasn't their best match. I seen better from these two, but it wasn't about that. It was all about Sami Zayn and what's gonna happen. That ending to that show saved this entire Royal Rumble. If it wasn't for that ending with what they did with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline, this would have been a thumbs down show. Like I said, this show would have been forgettable. That was fantastic. It was fantastic. I loved it. I loved this ending. I thought the ending was Sami Zayn is the most over babyface. He's the most hottest guy in the main roster. I mean, cause that was awesome. Actually, I actually do want to rant on my video. Now Triple H got it right. It was predictable. Triple H got it right. Cody Rhodes won. Rhea Ripley won. I enjoyed Rhea Ripley's moment a lot better because she came out number one. She lasted all the way up at the end with her and Liv Morgan. I loved the ending. The ending to both Royal Rumble were great. They were phenomenal. The ending with Rhea, Asuka, and Liv Morgan I loved it. The ending with Cody Rhodes and Gunther, I loved it. But the rest of the match was boring, and it felt worse. And another thing I want to talk about is that I'm not a fan of the long ramp. Why did the ramp have to be so long? To when wrestlers take their time going down the ramp, some of them ran down the ramp. They come in, they do their shit for like 20 seconds, and then you get topped out 90 seconds. That's what happened in the Rumble. And I will go through the entrances and about how the Rumble was booked. Was it better than last year? Yes. But there are a lot of issues I have with the Rumble. I thought the first half was boring for the women until we got these surprises and the debuts of NXT. But for the men, it just felt worse. People were thrown out way too early. I mean, Triple H have to get it right with the Royal Rumble these days. They have given us some shit Rumbles. But the ending was great. So, yeah. Now, the Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view of the year. I always look forward to the Rumble every year. I thought it was a letdown up until the ending. Yes, it was predictable, but that doesn't mean predictability is bad, because it's good. We all knew that Rhea and Cody were the right people to win. I just hated how they spoiled it. And I hated how they booked Cody Rhodes in the Royal Rumble. Having the guy show up at number 30 the way he did, not do much of anything, and get a few eliminations, and went toe-to-toe with Gunther for like 10 minutes, and then eliminated Gunther. How did that make Gunther look that he went through the entire Rumble from number 1 all the way to the end? He got elimination. He had a few moments with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, and he got eliminated by Cody Rhodes. Now, I know a lot of people thought that Sami Zayn was going to enter the Rumble. I knew that wasn't going to happen. As soon as the Men's Royal Rumble opened the show, you knew Sami Zayn wasn't going to be in it. It wouldn't make sense because the whole Bloodline thing didn't happen until the main event. So I knew Cody Rhodes was going to win it. I just wish that they should have done it differently. He should have entered number 1 or number 15. Now, if Sami Zayn entered the Rumble, WWE would have been in some major backlash and major fan outbreak. If Sami Zayn was in the Rumble, people would want him to win and face Roman Reigns. If he got eliminated, they would have hijacked the Rumble, and Cody Rhodes would not have gotten that reaction. He still got a lukewarm reaction, because again, he won it in the opening match of the show, and Sami Zayn was in the main event with the Bloodline. Now, a lot of people didn't know what was going to happen, but at the end, we kind of knew. Yeah, so, because now, that was the big discussion about the Royal Rumble. Who's gonna win it? Is it gonna be Cody Rhodes? Is it gonna be Sami Zayn? The way how they booked it, you knew Cody Rhodes was gonna win it. As soon as he came out number 30, we all knew he was gonna win it. Based on all the promos and vignettes, how you gonna have him not come out? How you gonna have him come out and not win the Rumble? Now we all knew what was gonna happen. Like I said, I just hated how they booked Cody Rhodes and how they treated his win like an afterthought, like it wasn't that important. What was important was Sami Zayn and the whole bloodline. So, and and as JD from New York said, and Salamander and the rest of the podcasters, WWE did a major disservice to Cody Rhodes winning the Rumble. He did. He did. Yeah. So, yeah, Tars, Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes' moment. All right. So, I think I talked long enough. I might as well go through the Royal Rumble right now. All right. So as I said, the men Royal Rumble. Actually, before that, on the pre-show we had a segment backstage with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, with Roman Reigns being upset that Sami Zayn disobeyed his orders from being on SmackDown when he wasn't supposed to. Then Jey Uso told him, I called Sami Zayn so we can be there to help Solo beat Kevin Owens, to help him in that match. And we all know how that played out. And Roman Reigns just let it go. And after making a big deal on Raw, he actually just let it go. And said he wants Sami Zayn by his side in the match with Kevin Owens. He wants him by his hips. And yeah, and that was it on the pre-show. Now we can talk about the Royal Rumble with the men Royal Rumble opening the show. And like I said, Pat McAfee came out, got a big pop. He came out to be on commentary. Gunther came out at number 1 at the IC champion. Sheamus came out at number 2. Sheamus and Gunther started off the men Royal Rumble. I thought they were great. It was it gave flashback to their great match at Clash in the Castle. And what I think that this might have been the match for WrestleMania, I think Sheamus should go over on Gunther and win the IC title they've never held. So these two went at it. It was pretty good. The Miz came out at number 3. Kofi Kingston came out at number 4. He came out. Johnny Gargano came out at number 5. And as I said before, he got no reaction. Nobody reacted to Johnny Gargano. And he was in there for 30 minutes in the Rumble. And nobody cared. He didn't do anything. He got no eliminations. Xavier Wood came out at number 6. Karrion Kross came out. Man, Karrion Kross came out at number 7. Very early. This was one of the most disappointing Royal Rumble performance I ever seen. I was actually disappointed and upset. Karrion Kross came out at number 7. He came out. Chad Gable came out at number 8. Drew McIntyre came out at number 9. Drew McIntyre immediately eliminated Karrion Kross with a Claymore kick. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why did Karrion Kross get eliminated so early? I get that some people don't like Kross is buried. I don't think so. I don't think that Kross is buried. I think that they're really doing a disservice to Karrion Kross. I understand. I get Drew McIntyre eliminated him, but Kross could last longer. He had no elimination. He didn't do anything. He came at number 7. Drew McIntyre came at number 9. Drew McIntyre immediately hit a Claymore kick and drew out Karrion Kross. Kross got eliminated. Less than 90 seconds. That really pissed me off. That's not how you build up new stars and build up talent. I mean, Karrion Kross, after losing the way he did to Rey Mysterio, and he comes out here, got eliminated. We did not see Kross after that. Kross then tried to get Drew McIntyre and tried to throw him out. He just walked away like it was nothing, which I did not like. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing from Karrion Kross. Number 10 was Santos Escobar. This is something I was also disappointed at. Santos Escobar didn't last that long either. I think it was less than 90 seconds or maybe a minute. Number 11 was Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins was a complete waste. Angelo Dawkins is a tag team with the Street Profits. Why is he in the match when we know he's not going to win it ever? And he didn't do anything in the match. He was just there for show. Number 11 was Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came out. He jogged down the ramp. He eliminated. Well, Brock Lesnar hit F5, suplexed it to everyone, to McIntyre, to Sheamus. He eliminated Angelo Dawkins. Goodbye. That was a waste. Don't know why he was in the match. He eliminated Chad Gable. He eliminated Santos Escobar, which I didn't like. I mean, Santos did not do anything in the match. He didn't last that long. That's not how you book new talent. I mean, the way how they booked the Rumble, it felt what? Superstar came out early in the match and got eliminated way too early. And that's the thing, that's how Triple H booked the Rumble. You come in, you make that long ramp to the ring, you do your shit for 20 seconds, and you get tossed out in 90 seconds. That's what happened. Cross did not last that long. Santos Escobar didn't last that long. And Brock Lesnar, he didn't last that long. Bobby Lashley came out at number 12. Before that, Brock Lesnar and Gunther did have a stare down, so they could be teasing that match at WrestleMania, like we all expected. Those two went at it. As soon as they went at it, Bobby Lashley came out at number 12. He eliminated. Well, he came out and he speared everyone. He took down everyone. Lesnar tried to go for an F5. Lesnar reversed it. Lashley hit Lesnar with a clothesline and eliminated Brock Lesnar. Lesnar was eliminated less than 90 seconds. You see what I mean? Brock Lesnar eliminated that early in the Rumble. This was not a big deal than what Drew McIntyre did 3 years ago at the Rumble when he eliminated Brock Lesnar. That was a moment. This was not a moment. I mean, Brock Lesnar coming out at number 12, he eliminated 3 people and did what he did and he got thrown out. So yeah, Brock Lesnar was so angry outside the ramp, he flipped over the announce table. Baron Corbin came out at number 14. Brock Lesnar came and hit him in F5. And then he left. Brock Lesnar hit the referee, and then he left. Seth Rollins came out at number 15. He sees Baron Corbin. He throws him back in the ring. He kicked him in the face. Eliminate Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin got eliminated. What a waste. Don't know why he didn't Rumble. Baron Corbin got no reaction. No one cared. Baron Corbin treated like shit. He gets thrown in the ring, thrown out of the ring. He did not hit one damn move on anyone. He got eliminated by Seth Rollins. So, yeah. And then Otis came out at number 16. Don't know why Otis was in the Rumble. I have no problem with it, but still. Also, I just want to let you know that Seth Rollins eliminated Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley lasted less than 5 minutes in the Rumble. And then, number 17 was supposed to be Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio never came out. He never came out. Now, I heard from Fightful that reported that Rey Mysterio suffered a SmackDown with Karrion Kross, and that's why he didn't come out. But my problem is that they played his music, he didn't come out, nobody took his spot, no one replaced him. And then number 18, Dominic, came out and he wore his mask, he wore his father's mask. So maybe the story is that they wanted to believe that Dominic took out Rey Mysterio and took his mask, but it was just pure laziness. You could have just had Dominic attack Rey Mysterio and come out at number 17 and give number 18 to someone else. Why did we waste that? Oh, and also, technically, they lied. It was not 30 men, it was 29 men. So, Cody Rhodes won the Rumble by less than 28, not 29. Because Rey Mysterio was never in the match. He never had a shot. He was never eliminated. Because WWE logic is fucked. It really is. So Dominic came out. Number 19 was Elias. Elias came out at number 19, another weighted spot. He came out, he hit Gunther with his guitar. He got eliminated by Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. What a waste. Number 20 was Finn Balor. I think Gargano was eliminated by Finn Balor and Dominic. Damian Priest came out. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It was number 21 with Booker T. Booker T got a big pop. That was the only surprise entrant. That was shocking. Booker T looked great. He looked fantastic at his age. He came in. He hit a few shots. He hit the bookend on Finn Balor. He hit the spinner-Rooney. He can still do the spinner-Rooney at his age. And after that, he got talked out by Gunther. So he comes in. He made that long ramp. He did the bookend, the spinner-Rooney, and got eliminated in 36 seconds. Really a waste. And I'm saying to myself, why are we doing this? Why are we booking the Rumble like this? Just pure lazy. I think he was number 21, I think. And then number 22, I think, was Damian Priest. Yeah, number 2 was Damian Priest. All of the Judgment Day now in the ring. Number 23 was Montez Ford. Another weighted entrant. Montez Ford came in. He got eliminated by Judgment Day. And then number 24 was Ez. Ez got a big pop at the Rumble. It wasn't that shocking. I think we kind of figured he'd be in the Rumble to continue feud with Judgment Day. He comes in, goes after Judgment Day. I thought it was lame. Kind of boring. Didn't make Ed look good. He comes in, he speared Priest, Balor, Dominic, eliminate all the Judgment Day. He throws out Finn Balor, throws out Damian Priest. And then he tried to eliminate Dominic, but Priest and Balor, who were already eliminated, they eliminated Edge. Edge did not last that long in the Rumble. He lasted less than 90 seconds. I don't understand that. That makes no sense. Why are we booking the Rumble? Why are we busting the Rumble? Make that long ramp, they do all their moves, and then they get thrown out in less than 90 seconds. Why are we doing that? It's just lazy. The Rumble doesn't feel like a Rumble. It doesn't feel like how they usually book it back then. Go back to 1992 in the Royal Rumble. That Rumble was booked great, with Bob Backlund lasting at the end. That was a great Royal Rumble. What happened on Saturday was not a great Rumble. It was not that good. So after that, then Ed ran out. He ran down the ramp. He beat up Judgment Day. And then Rhea Ripley came out. She beat up Ed. We see Beth Phoenix behind. She speared Rhea Ripley. Beth Phoenix was in her wrestling gear. She got a big pop. I was surprised that she was not in the Rumble. She was only there for that brawl. So we know that Judgment Day and Ed and Beth Phoenix are going to still continue their feud. I think we will get Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley pretty soon. We may get that maybe at the next pay-per-view. I don't know. Moving on. Austin Theory came out at number 25. The future of the company, the future of Vince McMahon. Austin Theory came out number 25. I think I would have had him come out earlier, like at number 10 or number 15 or something, and had him last all the way to the end. Austin Theory came out at number 25. Number 26 was Omos. Omos came out. Braun Strowman came out at number 27. They had it there down. Omos eliminated Braun Strowman. Omos was... I don't understand this. I don't know why you have Omos in the Rumble if he just can get thrown out by Braun Strowman less than 90 seconds. He didn't do shit in the Rumble. Braun Strowman threw him out immediately. And that was it. Number 28 was Ricochet. Number 29 was Logan Paul. He came out. Crowd booed because it's Logan Paul. Who cares? And then number 30 was Cody Rhodes. He came out. We all knew this. They spoiled it. It was too predictable. And as I said before, as you guys heard from the other podcasters like JD and Salamonster, Cody Rhodes came out. He actually had pyro And man, Cody Rhodes, it gonna be shoved down the throat. Never gonna happen. You're getting it, man. So now the best part of this was Logan Paul and Ricochet were both on opposite sides of the ring apron. They both jumped, hit a clothesline in midair, hit each other, and that was great. That was one of the highlights of this entire Rumble with Logan Paul and Ricochet. That spot was awesome. I loved it. The crowd loved it. They chanted, "Holy shit!" They chanted, "This is awesome." I think after that, eliminate Braun Strowman, and then I think Cody Rhodes eliminated Braun Strowman. Austin Theory eliminated Ricochet, and then I forgot to say Gunther eliminated Sheamus and Drew McIntyre at the same time. Sheamus lasted 50 minutes. Drew McIntyre lasted, I think, 25 minutes. So those two had a great showing. Gunther had a great performance. And then it came down to the final four with Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Austin Theory. I forgot to mention Logan Paul was outside laying out in the ring somewhere. But the final four were decent, and like I said, it was too predictable. So Austin Theory went at it. Cody Rhodes hit Crossroads, eliminated Austin Theory. Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, they went at it for a bit. They went after Gunther to try to double team the big guy. They both hit pedigrees. Seth Rollins hit one. Cody Rhodes hit a pedigree on Gunther. Very sloppy. And then him and Seth went at it. And then Seth was going for the pedigree. Logan Paul comes out of nowhere. Motherfucking Logan Paul. Man, that guy got so much heat. He eliminated Seth Rollins. And then he tried to eliminate Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes threw him out. The final two were Cody Rhodes and Gunther. And the ending was phenomenal. It was fantastic. It was a great way. A great ending. So, these two went at it for like 10 minutes. They said, the commentary announced that Gunther broke Rey Mysterio's record by lasting more than 62 minutes. He lasted 71 minutes in the Rumble. And they also said that this is the first time that number 1 and number 30 have came down to the final two. It was shocking. I was not expecting that. But that was very, very shocking. And these two went at it. There were a lot of near falls, a few big spots. Gunther hit his move. Cody Rhodes hit crossroads. Cody Rhodes was almost eliminated, but he hung on. Cody Rhodes tried to eliminate Gunther, but he hung on. They both went at it. Gunther hit his finisher. Rhodes reversed it. Cody Rhodes hit the crossroads. He threw him out of the ring. And Cody Rhodes wins the 2023 Royal Rumble. Like I said, in predictable fashion. And since this opened the show, they really sabotaged it. They really fucked up his moment. They treated it like an afterthought. Because, like I said, what happened at the end of the show? Sami Zayn. Do you want to see Sami Zayn beat Roman Reigns? A lot of people do. I don't think fans want to see Cody Rhodes win. But Cody Rhodes won. And like I said, we all knew that was going to happen. He's going to fight Roman Reigns. Okay, now we can move on to Bray Wyatt and LA Knight in the pitch black match. This was a letdown. This was disappointing. This was garbage. The crowd were dead for half this match. And it's match. Now, I can't play a match in it because, Bray Wyatt and LA Knight is not on 2K22. They're not. So, yeah, the match went 5 minutes. You want to know what the pit black match was? The ring was blue. Now, Bray Wyatt had a great attire. He wore a great mask. LA Knight had a great attire. I love LA Knight. LA Knight is getting over. LA Knight had been the star of this entire program that these two had for months on SmackDown. But this match was trash. It was very, very just awful. I was just glad that the match was over. The match started. They did fight outside the ring for a bit. I mean, the reason why I was able to pick Black Mac because they were advertising a soda for the Mountain Dew soda. That was it. They also fought outside the ring. LA Knight did grab a kendo stick. He went at Bray Wyatt. He tried to hit him with a kendo stick. Bray Wyatt reversed it. Bray Wyatt hit a Sister Abigail, and Bray Wyatt won the match. And then we had a post-match assault, where they both fought outside the ring. He had a light kendo stick. And then we see Uncle Howdy out of nowhere beats up LA Knight, and he jumps off of the stage into Bray Wyatt and hits him. LA Knight hits him. There was a report. A lot of people said that Uncle Howdy missed LA Knight when he jumped off the stage and hit him. They say he missed him. I think it was so bad. But you know what? I don't care. I'm glad that it's over and we can move on from the feud. Where did LA Knight go? I don't know. Hopefully he does something at WrestleMania. Where did Bray Wyatt know? Where did Bray Wyatt go? I don't know. And I don't care. At this point, I have lost interest. I actually don't care who is Uncle Howdy. And then after that, we had Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's title. This match was boring. This match was not a pay-per-view worthy match on Monday Night Raw. This match should have been on Monday Night Raw indefinitely. It should have been on Monday Night Raw. Bianca Belair. I love Bianca, and I think that Bianca should. I mean, well, we all knew that she was gonna win. I'm not interested with Alexa Bliss. What she's doing, no one is. But the match went 8 minutes. The crowd was out of it. They were dead. And this may have been your bathroom break. Nobody cared. Like I said, it was a filler match. We all knew Bianca was gonna win. She won with the KOD, and that was it. I'm not gonna go to the match because the match was kind of boring, and nobody cared. We saw this match a few weeks ago on Raw, and that match sucked. After Bianca won with the KOD, they also the arena went to black, or I think it went to blue or purple, and then we saw a picture of the Fiend or something. They're still doing these weird finishes with Alexa Bliss and Lily and the whole Fiend bullshit. We don't know what's going on. At this point, I just don't care. Now, thank God that it was over. Now we can talk about the Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley came out at number 1. She came out at number 1 in the Royal Rumble. Liv Morgan came out at number 2. Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke, number 3. Somehow Dana Brooke she actually lasted pretty good in the Rumble. Yet guys like Santos Escobar and Karrion Kross lasted less than 90 seconds. But Dana Brooke lasted a good bit in the Rumble. I don't know why. She came out with an attire of something. I think number 4 was, I think it was Emma. Emma came out at number 4. Who I think Shayna Baszler came out at number 5. Shayna came out very early. Bayley came out at number 6. And B-Fab came out at number 7, I think. Number 7 with B-Fab. Shit, whoa. B-Fab didn't even last that long. I think it was like, 30 seconds? She didn't really do shit in the Rumble. She came out, she tried to do something. She got eliminated by Rhea Ripley. Embarrassing. And then she's upset about it. Yeah, who cares? Now, we had Roxanne Perez, the NXT Women's Champion. Finally, we had an NXT debut. Roxanne Perez came out. She barely got a reaction. But she came out at number 8. She had a pretty good showing. That wasn't that bad. Just look how short she is in this match. She's very short. We had Number 9 was Dakota Kai that came out. And then who came out? Number 10 was Io Sky. Now we have every member of Damage Control in the Royal Rumble. So all of them's in the Rumble. They're all going at it. They're trying to eliminate each other. Uh, um, hold on a second. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I had to fix something. So as I said, we had all members of Damage Control in the Royal Rumble. Natalia came back. You guys know Natalia was injured. She suffered a broken nose, I think a few months ago. She also came out and did her thing. She did clothesline to everyone. Alright, number 11 was, I think it was Tegan Knox. No, it was, oh, I forgot, it was Candice LeRae at number 11. I forgot. She came out there. She got no reaction. And that's the problem with the Royal Rumble, that most of these superstars, even for the woman, they came out to no reaction. NXT had no reaction either. Because superstars don't care. We had Zoe Shark from NXT. She also came in at number 13. I don't think she lasted that long either. She also got no reaction. The crowd didn't care. Number 14, Xia Li. She came out with pretty good attire. She also got no reaction. She's been off TV for a few months. Or a few weeks, I think. Becky Lynch came out at number 15. She also got a big pop. Becky Lynch and Asuka were the only ones that got a big pop from the crowd. The crowd came on them. And Asuka, I will talk about her attire pretty soon. So Damage Control, they all got eliminated. They went after Becky Lynch. Tegan Knox came out at number 20, at number 16 with Tegan Knox. Yeah. Asuka came out. She got a big pop. Asuka would dress as her old attire. She would dress as Kano from, I think, Impact or New Japan. She had a great looking attire. She had a great face mask. The crowd popped big for that because they know who she was. Hopefully she gets a renewed push and she starts being booked a lot because she's been on a losing streak. Hopefully they still know what to do with Asuka. This was Asuka's second Rumble. She had not been eliminated until this match. We also had another NXT debut. It was Edie Hartwell from NXT. She got no reaction. She came out at 26. Number 27 was Sonya Deville. She came out. No reaction. She did her thing. Lacey Evans came out. No one came on Lacey Evans. And then Michelle McCool, she also came out. Michelle McCool was also a surprise entrant. Number 28 was Shotzi Blackheart. Number 29 was Nikki Cross. She ran down to the ring. She did her thing. And I'm this was the worst part. This was the worst decision that I've ever seen. Number 30 was Nia Jax. Nia Jax WE. Nia Jax had returned. This was awful. The people were shocked. Nobody expected it. And by the way, they botched her while entering. Nia Jax's music played before the countdown, before the buzzer beater. WWE actually fucked up with that entrance, by the way. But Nia Jax came out number 30. All of them looked at it. They were all shocked. This had to be one of the worst creative decisions that Triple H has ever had. Of all the people you want to bring back, Nia fucking Jax. You want to bring back Nia Jax, who can't do shit, who was fucking awful. She can't wrestle. She's a liability to everyone. She's not over. Nobody gives a fuck about Nia Jax. But she came out. She went at it with everyone. People were all shocked. They all jumped Nia Jax. They all did it. They jumped They jumped Nia Jax. She went at it. She was hitting everyone. She was taking everyone's finisher move. They all gained up on her. Nia tried to fight back. Rhea Ripley hit a power slam that looked sloppy. She also hit a riptide onto Nia Jax that was very sloppily. Wasn't that good? Nia too fat. She's nothing. So they all eliminated her. It took 11 women to eliminate Nia Jax. They all threw her out immediately. Good winning. Good job. But we all know she's coming back because it's been reported that WWE had released new merchandise for Nia Jax. Nia Jax is back with the company full time. Whether she's on Raw or SmackDown, I don't care. Nobody gives a fuck about Nia Jax. I hope she's not in no title match. I hope not. Alright. Now the ending to the Royal Rumble. Lacey Evans, she got eliminated by Raquel. I think Raquel was eliminated by Rhea. Also, I forgot to mention that Piper Niven came back. No more Dewdrop. Piper Niven is now Piper Niven. She came out. She had a good showing. She had some eliminations. Sonya Deville got eliminated by Asuka. I forgot who eliminated Piper Niven. I think she was eliminated by Raquel, I think. Yeah, Raquel eliminated Piper Niven. I think Rhea Ripley eliminated Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez had a pretty good showing. Hopefully they know what to do with her. She had a pretty good showing. She was the hometown girl tonight. Also, Asuka eliminated Nikki Cross, I think. And now we're down to the final three. The final three was fantastic. Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. I thought it was fantastic, and it was a great moment. They both had a great moment. They both went at it. I love the ending. I love how all three women were on the apron. All of them were trying to fight each other. They were struggling to stay in the ring. Asuka, the best part about this was that Asuka tried to hit the green mist on Rhea. Rhea Ripley ducked, and the green mist hit Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was blind, and Liv Morgan was blind, and Rhea went in the ring. She kicked Asuka. Asuka got eliminated. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan are now down to the final two. 1 and 2 down to the final two, and they went at it. There was some near falls here. I thought Rhea was gonna get eliminated because she was hanging on for dear life. The crowd was starting to get worried about it, but she was hanging on. She was struggling. She was trying to keep her balance by holding the rope. Liv Morgan was she still had green mist in her eyes. She was still blind, and she was trying to hang in there, trying to get her out. But Rhea Ripley, she used her legs and eliminated Liv Morgan. Rhea Ripley wins the 2023 Royal Rumble from number 1. This was a great moment. It was predictable, but it was great. The crowd popped. We all knew it was gonna happen. I thought she had a great showing. I thought her win was better than Cody Rhodes. But we're really going to WrestleMania, and we all hope that it's gonna be Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. It's a match that hadn't happened. It was supposed to happen last year, but didn't happen. So hopefully that match happens, and we get that match where Rhea goes over. She's been booked a lot better. She's been in a much better position than Monday Night Raw, and she's the only person legit to face Bianca. Now some people think it might be Charlotte because of their match from WrestleMania 36. Some people think it might be Charlotte, that Rhea might get her win back from Charlotte, because Charlotte's a babyface. Rhea's now that over heel. Hopefully it's not Charlotte. I don't know who Charlotte wrestled, but I don't really care. I think we all know that the Mania match should be Rhea and Bianca, and I think it should main event night 1, because they need a big match. Rhea and Bianca. I think Bianca should drop it to Rhea at WrestleMania 39 in Los Angeles. So after the Royal Rumble, then we had the concert of Hardy. He threw a concert that late in the show. Like I said, I already went through this. I'm not going to do it again. Now we can get to our main event. Our main event. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens versus in the main event of the Royal. The match was not that bad. The match was not that bad. Um, it wasn't their best. It wasn't the best Owens and Reigns match. We've seen better from these two, but it wasn't about the match. It was about the story between Sami Zayn. What is Sami Zayn gonna do? What is his final test? Now these two went back at it. They hit spears, KOs. Reigns speared Owens through the barricade. At one point the referee was knocked out, and Roman Reigns told Sami Zayn to get a steel chair. It took Zayn a while. It took Sami Zayn a while to get that steel chair, and he did. It took him a while to get that steel chair. It took him a while to get that steel chair. So, yeah. So, yeah. It did take him a while to get that chair. Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens hit the stunner. Reigns kicked out. They both went at it. Reigns hit a third spear, and Roman Reigns pinned Kevin Owens. He beat Kevin Owens. After the match, the Usos came out to celebrate. Jey Uso was gonna hand the lead and give it to Sami Zayn, but Reigns said no. He's saying it's not over. Sami Zayn had to prove himself. So the Usos, they beat up Kevin Owens. They handcuffed him to the rope. Now before they did that, they actually put a chair on his head, and Solo did that move on Kevin Owens. Then they handcuffed him to the rope. They beat up Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns beat up Kevin Owens. He told Sami Zayn to beat up. Sami Zayn tried to stop him. I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. I loved the ending. I loved how Sami Zayn had to watch his best friend get beat up by the Bloodline, and Sami Zayn got in front of Roman Reigns and told him to stop, saying enough is enough. And Roman Reigns gave him a steel chair and said, "You have to do it. And acknowledge me. Be on our side. What is that's your final test." And he also shoved Sami Zayn. And the best part was Sami Zayn hit Roman Reigns in the back with a steel chair, and the crowd popped so hard. The crowd was so loud. They were behind Sami Zayn. They loved it. Sami Zayn, the most over guy on the main roster. I loved that. It kind of reminded me of when Seth Rollins turned his back on the Shield, when he hit Roman Reigns in the back of with that chair, and you saw the reaction of the crowd and the reaction of Dean Ambrose. I love it. And that's what I thought here. It also reminded me in The Walking Dead when Negan bashed Abraham and Glenn with that baseball bat. And look how that was. So yeah, I loved it. I loved this ending. It was phenomenal. It was great. Now to end my video, I'm gonna say like hit that like button, leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more. I want to say thank you for watching. I thought the ending was great. If it wasn't for the main event, then this would have been a thumbs down show. But the ending was great. After that, they beat up Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns, he hit him with a chair multiple times. The crowd reacted. The crowd was chanting "F you Roman." They were chanting "Fuck you Roman." It was actually hilarious, and it was actually very funny. Yeah. It was very, very funny. I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was very, very great. I loved it. I loved it. The best part was after they beat up Sami Zayn, you saw Jey Uso in the back standing there. Jey Uso walked away from Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. He, Jey Uso was the one that defended Sami Zayn in that last week on Raw. Jey Uso was the one that called him on SmackDown to help him against Solo. And during this beatdown of Sami Zayn, he walked away. I was actually surprised and I was shocked. It also made sense for the storyline and the history of Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. And no, Jey Uso's not going to wrestle Roman Reigns at the next pay-per-view. He's not. I think for the next pay-per-view is the Chamber pay-per-view. Elimination Chamber is next month in February. It's in Montreal, Canada, Sami Zayn's hometown. I think they can do Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns for that pay-per-view and get Sami Zayn over and give him a world title shot. I think the crowd would love it and Sami Zayn will get over in that match. I think that they will do that. But after that, I thought the ending was phenomenal. The ending was great. I loved it. It was awesome. And it was phenomenal. I loved every single bit of it. This was great. I probably should end my video right here. Like I said, leave a comment, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes, 100 views. I will read the super chat. I will read your comments after this video. And also tonight is Monday Night Raw, so I will watch it. I think I will do a Raw review. I'm not sure, but I will do one to see what happens. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching.